analysis. What's that mean to you?
Absolutely nothing.
How about positive arbitrage?
Got me on that one.
When I say to you the term quantitative analysis, what does that mean to you?
I don't know. I have no clue what that means. I'm a baseball player.
The Tampa Bay Rays may not have understood these financial terms when we asked them in spring training, but to their owner, 49-year-old Stuart Sternberg, they are essential components to building a winning baseball team. Sternberg made his multi-million-dollar fortune on Wall Street, and while finance may be his job, his passion is baseball.
We need autographs.
You need autographs? Don't we all? Let me tell you, when I was your age, I needed autographs also.
Sternberg now runs baseball's hottest commodity, a stunning 3-year turnaround that has defied analysts' expectations.
Are you catching tonight?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
So how does a businessman with no formal baseball experience orchestrate this unlikely success story?
Oh, come on, I would have had that.
With business, as with baseball, it all starts with sound fundamentals. Here's the presentation. Step 1. Identify value in the marketplace. Why the Rays?
It's sort of a supply and demand thing. What is the supply at the time? And we had looked at a few other teams and considered some others. I'm sort of attracted to messy opportunities. And
What's a messy opportunity?
Fixer-uppers, so to speak. And I try to find opportunities where others might not see them.
Tampa fit the bill. Just 10 full seasons into their history, they'd never finished above 500, never had more than 70 wins in a season, and finished dead last in the AL East all but once.
Before the new ownership group took over, I mean, the Rays were obviously in disarray. Fans were upset with the ownership. Fans were not supporting the team. Players didn't want to be on the team. And they were, I think, fair to say, a laughingstock of baseball.
When Sternberg and his partners took control in 2005, the franchise had baseball's lowest attendance, lowest payroll, and lowest net worth. If ever there was a ground floor to get in on Major League Baseball, this was it. So as a fan, you looked at Tampa and thought, they're horrible. But as a business person, you saw potential.
Yes.
Step 2, surround yourself with the right talent.
I'm a very big believer in giving youth the opportunity. If somebody can do a job and you think they can do a job, there's no reason to wait.
Sternberg's first move as owner was making Matt Silverman, a then 29-year-old with zero baseball experience, his team president. Silverman had worked for Sternberg on Wall Street, and the two had forged a friendship over a love of baseball. Silverman in turn brought in his friend Andrew Friedman, another then 29-year-old Wall Streeter, to be the team's de facto general manager. What was your first reaction when Stu came to you with this idea to get in on the Devil Rays?
I said, the Devil Rays, aren't they the worst team in baseball? And honestly, I didn't know where Tampa Bay was on the map of Florida.
What's more stressful, Wall Street or running a major league club?
I think definitely running a major league club.
Is more stressful than Wall Street?
Yeah, but some of it has to do with the positions that we were in. The blogs, the intense media coverage, everything you do is scrutinized on a daily basis, and so I think there's no question that it's this job.
What concerned you most when they first came in and you knew nothing about them?
Well, I'm just saying to myself, I looked at Matt Silverman. He looked like he was 17 years old. I looked at Andrew Friedman. He looked like he was 17 years old. I said, they're going to run a major league club?
With Friedman and Silverman in place in the front office, the Rays began overhauling their on-field personnel, using some of their old tricks from finance, like positive arbitrage.
We want to put ourselves in situations where we have more to win than we have to lose, and then we take advantage of inefficiencies.
Pena, he drives one. Deep to right field. This one is going to get out of here.
I think Carlos Pena is an example.
Pena slugs one deep. The Rays win it.
We had an opportunity to bring him in on a minor league contract, and obviously he exceeded our expectations.
They look to buy low. They look to sell high when they can make a trade and get more for it. They do a tremendous amount of research. You know, they really break things down statistically, but they'll also mix in some scouting, so they kind of use a hybrid of the old school and the new school, and they'll fill specific needs. So I think it's really kind of a result, you know, as simple as it sounds, of taking a business approach that's worked and applying that to baseball.
Right now, they're bringing cheap stock right now. Very quality stock, though. Quality. And eventually, they're going to reap the results because they're putting together, you know, a championship team.
Step 3. Reconnect with the consumer.
It's your team. I'm just trying to do the best we can, moving it up.
After 10 losing seasons, clearly some rebranding was needed to appeal to fans who may have been wary of the Rays' losing tradition. They also made some more visible changes to the franchise. Before this season, the Rays decided to exorcise the devil from the team's name.
We wanted to distance ourselves from the past and really establish that the organization was different. And sometimes it takes very visible changes, uniforms and caps and even a name change to show everyone that a lot has changed.
It really kind of had almost like a whitewashing effect and allowed them to put, you know, those past 10 years behind them and go forward.
But the changes go beyond just the name. Whether that means the installation of a kid-friendly Rays aquarium 2 years ago in right center field, or the owner himself listening to customer concerns in the team store this past opening day.
Thank you. I didn't realize you were the owner.
Yes, sir.
Does the store have socks?
Socks?
My wife wants to buy Rays socks.
I wish I could give you an answer. I doubt it. But you know what? We should.
The results of all the changes, the team is generating buzz and attendance is up dramatically over Sternberg's tenure. More importantly, Rays fans and players are finally taking pride in their baseball franchise.
Come into that clubhouse, and I guarantee you feel what I'm talking about. It's almost hard to put into words, but you know, there's an attitude, there is an energy in there that you are actually expecting to see great things, not only this year, but in years to come.
Results. What's the bottom line?
I'm looking forward to spending some money for some playoff tickets this year.
Good. I'm looking forward to cashing those checks.
But now that the Rays are on top, they find themselves dealing with a new challenge: success.
I think the hardest part is the changing of expectations.
Straight three called. The Rays have swept the Red Sox. Before
this year, I think the community and many members of the organization would have said 83 wins, that's a great success. Now, I think if we don't make the postseason, it's going to be a disappointment to many people.
And while the team's value is estimated to have increased more than $100 million since he took over, Stuart Sternberg says this isn't about turning a quick profit. It's bringing together his two passions, business and baseball.
We're not making widgets. It's not as simple as all that, but I have a lot of confidence in myself and my partners that we could make most situations work. This happened to be baseball. I think if we had gone and bought a sausage factory that was having some problems, we could probably make that work.